Christmas special of Where Potters Walk. We're just going over 2025 as a year. Our thoughts on the year, how it's gone, obviously the highs and the lows. So kick things off with you, Ryan. Give us your 2025 thoughts as we go into 2026, mate.
50-50 based, obviously. Better second half in 2025 from, the season from January to now, obviously June. And then we're doing all right now. So I think it's been a decent year, and I'm very, very much looking forward to 2026. 100%. I mean, hopefully kick off and getting that top six would be a lovely new year.
George?
Yeah, been a tough 2025 to us. Obviously nearly got relegated last season, but we rebuilded well in the summer. Robin's had a summer to rebuild with these players, and obviously had a brilliant start to the season. We've dropped off recently though, but we're still in a great position in 8th, and there's still a long time to go yet this season to build into the top six.
Yeah, I think for me, like I say, it's been a up and down year, hasn't it? I was glad to get last season done and dusted with, to be honest with you. I was excited for this season, still excited for this season. I think we're going to progress. I think people need to hold the nerve a little bit. I don't think we're going to be flying up the table. Me personally, I don't think we'll finish in the top six. As long as we can
do something right in January. That's 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the main thing, isn't it? It's something to look forward to in 2026. Can we get that striker in January? Can we push on from there?
I said this on the radio yesterday. I said the one thing we need to get right is the January transfer window, because it's absolutely vital. I mean, we need to that clinical threat. I mean, I'm sure most people in the comments will back me up and say, and I'm sure you guys will, the striker option. If we get that right, 2026, I can see if we get in that top six, I mean, it'll be the best year in 8-9 years, whatever it's been. So I think we just forget this year, the past 8 years. We forgot the past 8 years, and we go forward. Yeah, go forward.
What are you thinking in January then? What do you want? Obviously, the striker's got to be touched on, but what would make the 2026 year easier? Because I've seen midfielders being linked. Obviously the striker one we've touched on. For me personally, I think we also need covering that right back position. Maxi, I like Maxi, but he isn't a right back naturally. Shamadou's obviously always getting booked, so he's going to serve a suspension again at some point. He's currently at AFCON, so
he is serving his suspension into AFCON. So
I thought Maxi struggled yesterday as well. Yeah. I thought Maxi struggled against that. Their number 42. I thought he's brilliant. Watford's number 42 yesterday.
I thought he held his own in a way as well. Yeah, he's not a natural right back. It's going to happen.
Oh no,
we can't also rely on Jaden Mears. It's not possible to rely on a young right back. So I agree with the right back position, and I think do we get a replacement for Baker if this comes to where it happens again? I mean, all he's getting older. He's starting to get glass legs. So if this happens again, and we've said it on the podcast about, we're missing him, maybe get someone, I know we're saying jun-ho's in the 10 role, but maybe someone who's a Baker-esque, someone who knows the role and assists, because at the moment, I just, if Baker gets injured again, it's going to be back to square one, really, where we're at now.
I think we're definitely missing Baker at the moment. Ever since he's got out of the team, we've not been the greatest without Baker. That midfield has struggled, I think, without him. Yes, jun-ho's been miles better in the last couple of games than the number 10, but when Baker's there, we're a different team. And it showed when Baker's into the season, we've been flying. So I think when Baker's back, I think hopefully we'll be back to where we were at the start of the season.
I think what worries me more than anything at the minute is I think a lot of us are still very much blind to the FFP as well, aren't we? I think what Robins will want to do is he'll want buy players that are his players to keep in the side, to build the side around. we're going to be reliant on a couple of loans again. I can see it coming now. Maybe we'll have to loan the striker in.
Donnelly goes back, so that fills a spot.
Yeah, I don't know do that.
Yeah, it just worries me. Like I say, none of us really know the extent of the FFP, do we? It would be lovely, chuck 10 million at a strike. It would be lovely to have that, sort of luxury to be able to do that. But I think at the minute, we're still bound quite heavily to the FFP. So I don't know where that's going to leave us.
I got asked the question yesterday of, do you look in the foreign market again, or do you look around the Championship, shall we say, or an outstanding player in League One? And my thoughts were, we do not approach the foreign market this year again, January again. We need to look Championship. We need to look at someone who knows the Championship, whether that's, a like for like for Baker, replacing Baker, but certainly a striker. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts on the foreign market. Seko has improved, but it's going to take Bosniak a season to then hopefully he'll shine next year. But it's the same thing with the foreign market and players coming in. Rigo, he's not being able to do it. So I just would like to hear, and in the comments, on the foreign market of approaching that.
Going back to strikers, I think a couple of options are. I think Cameron Archer from Southampton would be a good one as well. He hasn't been really playing for Southampton, which is surprising really, to the thought would be a decent enough scorer in the Championship. I think he'll be decent if we got him, or obviously Tom Cannon will be back. But another one to throw out there, I don't know if it's a bit unrealistic or not, Joel Peru on loan from Leeds has been playing up front for Leeds in the Prem. Cavalier's been on fire for them in the Premier League this season. So I think there are three options for me up front I'd get in January, depending on the cost and maybe the loans. We'll see what happens with there, but they're my three. We'll hopefully try and go for in January.
Number one, Tom Cannon, but I don't know about you. Where
I've heard the Leeds lad's name mentioned a few times, and touching on the foreign market, it's just a risk, isn't it? Sometimes it can pay off massively. I mean, look at Bojan and other foreign players we've had, Shaqiri. Sometimes it really, really pays off. I think if we want to finish in that top 10, we need avoid, as you said, Ryan, we need to avoid that foreign market up until the summer. We need to get a proven player in, player who knows the league, who can come in, hit the ground running. He hasn't got to have a season getting used to it. We need somebody that comes straight in and gets cracked on, in my opinion.
I think you said obviously the foreign market with Shaqiri, he was proven. He did it in the top 5. We're going for players who are in, let's say, it's not the greatest of leagues. I mean, the Champions. Yeah. It's a League One standard. Let's be honest. So, it's tough to go with players in the UK as well, because the strikers, obviously, we know it's a tough market. And especially if you're trying to get a proven Championship striker, have we got the finances to do it? So January will be a be-all and end-all, and it'll tell us what's going to happen in that first 6 months of 2026. 100%.
The worst position to fill striker is, because let's face it, everybody wants one. I mean, look at Sheffield United, how many have they got? They're quite greedy with theirs, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Real Stoke ones.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Everybody needs that, 20-goal a season striker, so everybody's looking at it. Everybody's in the market for one of them all the time, so it's the hardest position to fill, I think.
January transfer window is absolutely massive for Stoke, I think. If you want to get into the playoffs, yes, FFP, but we'll hopefully try and spend some money and get some good loans. And if we do, I think we'll definitely, hopefully, still compete for the top 6 by the end of the season.
I think very much it's very much a Stoke hot topic of January going forward. That's the only way we go forward, is to get out a bit of deadwood, get some new proven Championship players in. And I think I'm still optimistic of top 8, to be honest. I don't think we're going to get top 6. Don't think we're going to get top 6 at all.
I think
that's ended now.
Yeah, we know we're near ready for that anyway. We wouldn't compete in the Premier League. So, let's just hope for a better 2026, than what we've had for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
We're all on 2026.
Right. Leave it there. Have a good one.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, man. See you later.